Hello, everyone. My name is Sean Reynolds, and welcome back to our discussions surrounding big data at Comcast. Today, we're going to go over our enterprise data management plan and the ML voice reporting project. Let's get started on the next slide with an overview of today's discussion. As we look at our past big data initiatives and begin to gaze onwards to our EDM future state, the machine learning voice team at Comcast has developed a plan. To recap what we've discussed in prior meetings, our EDM team will help the ML Voice group provide downstream users the means to query more enlightening information in order to train our AI model. The following slides will address our DW architecture at enterprise scale, some of the staffing requirements for the overall project, as well as a cost analysis and the different requirements necessary to attain a more robust solution moving forward. Let's start by looking at the KIMBALL lifecycle. Before we discuss this further, let's talk about the 6 phases. These 6 phases will help us to address some of the pre-work prior to the KIMBALL lifecycle. This includes addressing urgent current state issues, defining the first version of the EDM future state, conducting a stakeholder summit for mid-engagement feedback, adjusting the EDM future state as necessary, building the phased roadmap from the current state to the future state, and then executing the roadmap. The KIMBALL lifecycle is going to take place during the roadmap execution phase. The figure here acts as an overview describing the entirety of the project and how the project flows between the different requirements. Firstly, being the business requirements definition, where the project is defined, and then moving into 3 separate tracks shown in the middle as technical architecture design, dimensional modeling, and BI application design. These 3 tracks make up the entirety of the DW architecture. Our technical architecture design includes some of the processes we will use to collect data, how that data is stored, and how that data is sourced. As mentioned previously, our suggested architecture follows the MIC 2.0 incremental design process, which stands for Method for an Integrated Knowledge Environment. We will continue to define data sources and target tables in our dimensional design worksheet in the dimensional modeling track. And lastly, our BI application will include the Amazon Redshift ETL tool connected to our S3 data lakes. As the project progresses, let's talk about our staffing plan. We have different roles here shown in the table below, including business sponsors, BI app designers, data architects and database administrators, ETL architects, and metadata coordinators. We anticipate having about 4 business sponsors from different cross-functional groups. These will likely be VPs from the machine learning team and 3 other downstream teams that will help to advocate the project. We'll also look for BI app designers that are certified in Amazon Web Services and that have previous experience with Redshift. Then we'll look for data architects that will eventually phase into DBA roles. These individuals will help us to normalize our models. Then we will look for ETL designers that will help us with all of the ETL processes. Although the first portion of our project is likely to be around 1 year, we will keep the ETL architects on most likely for the entirety of the EDM project, which is 3+ years. And lastly, we'll have metadata coordinators that are going to initially tag and manipulate the user data to help us with the ETL process. The main focus for our cost analysis is going to be with regards to staffing, seeing that most of the source systems and tools are already in place. The main focus is determining our project success. In determining our project success is the stakeholders' satisfaction and the financial improvements made to our storage and maintenance of the EDM future state. Using the staffing matrix in the previous slide, we estimate the staffing and consulting fees in the first year to be around $1.5 million. Next, our project is anticipated to last around 3 to 4 years, with machine learning reporting being complete in the first year. Staffing our EDM initiative with the proper personnel over the course of several years takes a partnership between human resources, C-level executives, and many cross-functional groups that are temporarily assigned to the project. One of the main objectives of the EDM project is to lower development costs for machine learning and AI models, which is going to be achieved through our increased speed and data reliability in our production environment. The production team often waits to iterate the project further until downstream teams can help them to run analysis on the current state of user input. EDM project costs associated with migrating our data will be offset by the savings in minimizing the DBAs required for server maintenance and ad hoc reporting. Some of the other cost factors in how the team plans to use Amazon Redshift is the cost of using $4 per terabyte of scanned data, which equates to approximately $4,000 in daily analytical processing. And moving on to the conclusion, which is the overall benefit of the EDM project, is going to be to assist the larger enterprise in providing cross-functional reporting capabilities to downstream users. The machine learning team is expected to save approximately $500,000 annually due to the efficiencies of moving storage and online processing to an entirely cloud-based environment. We appreciate your time and thank you for giving us the opportunity to present today.